ZPAP M70 bullshot Truion with a chrome line barrel adventures continue, and right off the bat we're going to dive into the drops on the Ozark rocks. Let's roll the footage, see what happened. Some light scratches, muzzle brake took a little bit beating, charging handle and the upper hand guard. But let's see what we got. Oh, round in the chamber. Ula ready?
Ready?
Wow, like a sewing machine. Bolt hold open, and there you go. All rounds cleared. The drop stage cleared by the new ZPAP M70. So as you can see, everything hold up very well, and of course the Zastava shoot out the whole mag without any issues. I think the magazine took the most of the beating, but if you will look at the hardware, the buttstock, lower handguard and the pistol grip, everything withstood the drops. On the upper handguard we got that a little bit chip from the rack, but that's pretty much it. So I took those especially to show you off. Everything here is looking good. The screw is still holding up, and I will tell you, if you're going to replace the lower handguard, these are extremely tight fit, so do not get discouraged. Old good tools like hammer will be very useful. Hammer and prying a little bit with screwdriver away from the receiver. And then the pistol grip, no issues whatsoever. This is just a single screw at the bottom of the pistol grip. So I did put on this ZPAP, as you can see, the M4 stock adapter. This is a regular Definitive Arms M4 stock adapter. It fits this beef up ZPAP just like it fits all other ZPAPs or NPAPs, no issues whatsoever. And up front I got the TDI lower handguard. This is again the regular model for the Yugo rifles. I had to file a little bit on the pieces which are going inside the receiver, but I think if I will keep hammering with the hammer it would work in on their own, but I just filed a little bit. So this is to answer to your questions about the fitment of the regular Yugo components on those beef up ZPAPs, and as you can see they do fit correctly. Also I did place the safety lever. This is the Mat 2 enhanced safety lever, and as you can see it works perfectly with Zastava. It goes to that notch and everything is cool. Again, let's roll the special footage to see how to remove that full auto safety. Okay, I promise you a quick tutorial for removing the full auto safety from the rifles like that Zastava ZPAP, for example. Okay, so you may need to have with you the flat screwdriver. May not be necessary, but it's good to have it. Alright, so you're going to push the button on the side. If you have a button, remove the dust cover, remove the recoil spring. We don't need that. We can keep the bolt carrier and the bolt inside. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure there is no round in the chamber, right? Okay, now normally if you have semi-auto safety you will be able to pull that safety lever up, but with full auto safeties that's of course impossible because it's blocking. Basically the tab on the safety lever will hit the trigger, and that's pretty much what's happening here. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick this up, but that's the issue. You cannot pull that safety up. So the standard procedure for removing the safety, full auto safety, is we'll go opposite way. And see here the resistance is really tough. You have to basically lift that safety tab lever, not tab, lever, away from the stop, which on the Zastava is preventing the safety lever to go way too much down. So that's what I did. I lifted this up, and now I will rotate clockwise. And another step will be the grip. You know, you should be able to lift it with the fingers. There you go, like this. Don't scratch it out. You go all the way up, and boom, look at that magic sorcery. The full auto safety is out. This is what I was talking about. This is that tab. Now you can see it, that tab is basically blocking the passage because it's hitting the trigger hammer, and is basically hitting this and preventing from going the counterclockwise. Now to put it back, you will go in the totally opposite way. So you put it the safety, and now you will go this way. See, from how you remove that. Again, you gotta lift it up here, and boom, safety is back, and everyone is happy, and everything is working. All right, now go back to the regular video. All right, so as you can see, pure magic, right? No, it's not the magic. It's very easy, and you can install the new safety lever when you got the old one out. Now, I gotta tell you that in this 1,000 rounds, the performance was absolutely fabulous, and I love this setup. You know me, guys, I keep preaching to you, always fit the rifle to you. Do not fit your rifle, do not fit yourself into the rifle. Now, that also being said, I was glad to take those components out, because when I did that, I discovered the rust right here in the receiver. Basically that part, when it goes into the receiver, I discovered the rust, and I got the pictures. You can see them now. Also, there was a rust, serious rust, underneath of the pistol grip. So this is from all our dumps, you know, to the swamp and the moisture, and that basically brings me to talking about a little bit rifle maintenance. What we do here, guys, is extreme. I do not clean those rifles, and the maintenance is extremely poor, right? I just make sure they keep running. But if you have the rifle which you keep as, you know, something which has to be dependable, hey, make sure from time to time you're going to swap it, swipe it, clean it, and make sure you're maintaining the firearm in the good condition. As I said, here for the AKOU, we wanna see what's happening all over the components, right? The metal ones and the receiver and the guts inside. So that's why the maintenance is non-existing. But that being said, watch out. You see what happened. You know, there's a lot of moisture trapped underneath of the grip. There was a moisture trap here behind the stock, and things like this. So that has to be maintained from time to time, especially if you're doing some crazy shit like I am. All right, enough with the bullshit talk. I have a word from Zastava USA that the Rivet Guy in Zastava, Serbia received a special treatment, and the issues with the rivets were resolved. So I have been told that this is never going to happen again. So hopefully Zastava will stay cool, and the Rivet Guy learn his lesson, right? Other than this, as I said, absolutely pleasure to shoot. This rifle is pleasure to shoot, and it takes every ammo possible. I did the mixtures of the magazines when doing dumps with hollow points, full metal jackets from different makers, different grains and everything. I mix them to the magazine. Complete madness, right? if you wanna stay on target. But for the dump, it doesn't really matter, and zero issues. It's cycling perfectly fine. Now, enough with the bullshit talk. Let's dive in and see how those components are looking inside. Because to be honest with you, I haven't looked for a long time what's happening inside the receiver. I'm taking off my favorite 2X Ghost combo. Guys, those 307 lowers, I had a word from RS Regulate. They are still out for at least 6 weeks from the release of the video. They will be still out for at least 6 weeks. So it is what it is, guys. That's not me hiding them from you. It is RS Regulate. I'll drop the ball on RS Regulate. All right, recoil spring. I don't see any issues with the recoil spring. Everything here is looking great. No issues whatsoever. Let me pull out the bolt carrier and the bolt, because this is where the money is, like we like to say. I will start with the bolt, and I will tell you that the locking lugs are looking awesome. This is how you want the bolt to be aging. Absolutely nothing. And the front of the bolt, the extractor claw, is looking good too. Free floating firing pin, and I cannot see any deformations on it or anything. This bolt is looking great, guys, like textbook aging. Cam channel is looking good. Let me see that rear end. Rear end is looking perfect, absolutely perfect, no deformations. So I guess there is some magic to that fire control group from Zastava. And the piston head is good as well. Speaking about the fire control group, the trigger hammer is looking good as well. And I did replace the paper clip with the retainer pin when I was swapping the safety. Just saying this, but the pins were not working out. Actually, that paper clip was really hard to pull it out, but I did it. All right, right side of the trunnion is looking beautiful. It may go straight to the French Louvre Museum of Art. This is how good it is looking like. The left side is looking great too. And chamber, that chrome line chamber, you cannot miss. That chrome lining is looking great as well. The rear end of the rifle looks perfect too. Let me flip it to the other side. And everything at the bottom is looking good. Let me check the rivets. Since we beat up the Rivet Guy a little bit, let me check the rivets on the trigger guard. They are looking good. And the rivets on the trunnion and on the rear end are looking good too. Nothing is breaking out, and the sidewall rivets are looking good as well. So far so good. Let me just pop the lever for the gas tube, and I'm using the retard strength combined with technology. And here's the gas tube. Quick look. R for the Pirates Union inside the gas tube reveals absolutely nothing. That's how you want to keep it, and not much going on here either. So this is good. Barrel, cold hammer forged barrel, still looking good. Just some slight surface rust. Again, watch out for that moisture, but everything here is looking good. And inside the gas block, I don't see anything bad as well. Geez, this is looking really good. Let me check the pins on the front post, on the one side, other side, and on the gas block. They are not beautiful. They're not going to win those pins any awards, but they're holding up. All right, this is looking good. Guys, don't go anywhere. We still have to run the no-go gauge test to fully certified Zastava for another 1,000 rounds. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Look at this. The beast mark from shells. That's what happens when you shoot upside down. Don't do that at home. Belgrade Express set up. Let's see, no-go gauge on the bolt face, pushing slowly forward. And there is a resistance, and I cannot close the bolt. One more time just to make sure, and nothing. And one more time just for fun, nothing. And one more time just for people in Serbia, nothing. As you guys can see, the Zastava managed to survive another 1,000 rounds, and the bolt still is not closing on the no-go gauge. Success! All right, as always, thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks for supporting AKOU Operators Union channel. Please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so YouTube will actually tell you to watch AKOU video. To the next one! See you guys soon!